What is up,
best teams
YouTube,
in
man?
the
I hope you
game
guys are
square
having a
off. It's the
fantastic
Los Angeles
Wednesday.
Dodgers
Yes, it's
and the
Wednesday.
Los Angeles Angels. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi.
On
An
a
8
20-game winning
big-time
streak.
win streak is on the line today, Chris.
Hope you guys
No
are
one's
having a
really
good
sure
one,
how
man.
much a
Yesterday we got the
manager
W.
impacts wins and
That's why we're
losses
on
over
our
the course of
20-game
the
winning
season,
streak.
but I'll say
We are
right now,
69-4.
this
The
manager
Rockies
has
are
been making all the
56-21.
right
The
moves.
D-backs are 43-33.
So
But
almost ready
enough
to
about
get
that. Now let's.
underway. Our
Ohtani is
starting
the starting
pitcher
pitcher
in
for
this
the
one,
Angels. This is his
Shohei
16th start,
Ohtani.
8-2, a
A
2.70
really good
ERA,
outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking
103 and
hitters,
1/3
getting
innings.
ahead in the count. Great performance.
83
We'll see
hits
if he
given
can do
up,
it again in
29
this one.
walks, 100 strikeouts on the year. I think he leads the AL in strikeouts. This is
Ready
going
to
to be a
go?
fun game, man.
And
We
to
get to
play
face
for the
Ohtani.
Dodgers,
Mookie Betts is
Mookie
going to step in,
Betts.
hitting 254. They get to face Tony Gonsolin, who he's been perfect all year. So it's kind of like, can Ohtani break the perfectness of
The pitch.
Tony Gonsolin? As that's
That's
a
off
ball
the mark.
inside to
And
start
we're
the ball
off
game.
and running from
Angels
Anaheim.
coming to this game being 48-27 and first in the AL West.
And a
1-0.
pitch.
Fouled
Swinging a
off,
foul
1-1.
straight back.
1-1. Beautiful night here at
Ball and a
Angel
strike.
Stadium. The 1-1 hit into
That one
left.
ripped.
That ball is carrying but
Ward
not
ranging
deep
back.
enough. Ward is going to make the
Grabs
catch.
it
One away
right
here in the
up
top of the first.
against
So
the wall.
Mookie Betts flies out pretty deep into the Angel Stadium, and unfortunately it's a flyout. Now they'll bring up
James
probably
Outman
the
now at
Rookie of the Year
Entered the day with
in
the
James
best
Outman,
batting
hitting
average in the
370,
National League.
16 bombs, and I think 37 or 27 RBIs on the year. First pitch from Ohtani will be swung on and missed 0-1.
Shohei Ohtani. Go back to May 5th, 2022.
This should be a fun game, man. Like I said, Ohtani versus the Dodgers.
Through 99
should be fun.
pitches.
Fouled off,
Get
0-2.
this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
From Ohtani will pop up Outman.
Popped up to the left, into
Two
foul
away
ground.
here in the top of the first.
And there are 2 outs.
That was a good hard fastball with some
As Gio
nice
Urshela's
glide
playing
up
third.
in the zone right there.
Played
Hitter
shortstop yesterday.
looked like he was
They'll
on
bring
it,
up
but I
Freeman
think
hitting
that velocity
306,
at the end
17
just
bombs,
beat him.
51
Instead of a
ribbies
line
on the
drive
year.
or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and
First
an
pitch from
easy out for the
Ohtani
defense.
will be
Freddie
low
Freeman
inside, 4
stands
ball
in
1.
here, takes ball 1 low.
So after today's game, we get an off day tomorrow, and then we play 3 against the Astros. Then we hit the road to go to Colorado.
Puts it
That's
in
the
the
end of
air
left
out
center.
towards left center.
They'll end the top of the first. I think we go to Houston.
makes the grab.
Well, we face Houston
And
in
that's the
LA,
inning.
and then we go to Denver.
Dodgers
And then we
down
have another
in order.
series somewhere,
And
and
now
then I
the
think another
Angels
series,
will
and then
get
it's the
their
All-Star
first
break,
opportunity in
if
this
that makes
one.
any sense.
No score.
All right, Tony
Back
Gonsolin's
here
on the
at the
mound.
ballpark.
Yeah, this is his
And our
13th
pitcher
start. He's
tonight,
12-0
Tony
with
Gonsolin.
1.48
Base runners
ERA,
are tough to
91
come
innings,
by with him out there, Chris.
46 hits,
So
4
dominant
walks,
in his last
121
start. Double-digit
strikeouts on the
strikeouts.
year,
Gonna be
man. He's
interesting
having a
today
really
to
good
see
year for the
if he's able
Dodgers,
to
trying to
have
win the
command
Cy
of his
Young.
secondary pitches the
And
way he did
David
last time
Fletcher
out.
will step in,
Here's the
hitting
shortstop
219,
at
5
the
home
plate.
runs, 17
David
ribbies.
Fletcher.
Didn't see him yesterday. Just a day off or
Pitch.
something. First pitch from the Catman will be hit into right for a
Liner,
base hit.
base
So
hit.
leadoff knock, and Fletcher will stay first. So a single to start the ball game for the
Went up there
Angels.
looking to be aggressive and
Now
got
they'll bring
something
up
he could
Gio
handle.
Urshela
Just
hitting
a really nice
253.
approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite
First
field.
pitch,
There's
Heater,
a
strike
lot
1. It
of
feels
hard
like
work
just
and
yesterday I
discipline that
pitched
goes
the
into
game with
getting
Tony
a result
Gonsolin.
like that at the plate.
0-1.
Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Slider,
And he
0-2.
pumps it a strike.
0-2 count,
0-2.
both pitches on the inside part of the
Fastball
plate.
from
Hitter is
Gonsolin to
thinking,
Gio
"Don't wanna get
Urshela will
beat
strike
here.
him out,
This is a
looking
good
one away
time
here
for
in the bottom
something
of the
off
first.
speed away."
Now a double play will end the first
And
if we
now
can
one
get
away.
that to happen, but we
Here's
got to
Trout,
face Mike Trout,
leading the
hitting
American League in homers
314
coming into this one,
and leads
having
the
a
AL in
monster
home runs.
season.
First pitch, splitter. Nope, didn't swing, but it's a strike. 0-1.
Trout hit homers in 7 straight
0-1.
games, falling just 1
Fastball.
home run
Hit
shy
double
of the
play ball.
record.
Freeman to
Rojas,
Rojas, back to
the
Gonsolin
pitcher
to end the
covering.
first,
It's
and
a double play.
exactly what the
Nicely
doctor ordered,
done,
kinda
and
right
that'll
there.
do
That'll
it.
end the first
Angels
inning.
turned away in the first. We played an inning from the Big A with no score. Back here at Angel
Max
Stadium,
Muncy will lead
all
off the
set for
top of the
start
second,
the
hitting
inning.
319,
Now it's the Dodger
29
cleanup
bombs,
hitter,
63
Max
ribbies.
Muncy.
9 home
This is
runs
a
on
guy
the
you gotta
year.
keep an eye on when he
And
digs
9-game
in.
hitting streak
Definitely
happening
been
right
known
now.
to drop
Excuse
a
me.
drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty
First
good at it,
pitch
Chris.
from
Yeah, and he
Ohtani
creates
will be
a sense
inside
of
for a ball,
urgency for
1-0.
the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
The pitch.
The 1-0, 2-0.
Now you see
D-backs
even
win
sluggers
8-3.
from
Didn't they
time to
win the
time
same
try and
score
use
from
the
yesterday?
bunt really as a way to
2-0.
beat the shift.
Man,
That
that's
hit
gonna
him.
hit him.
And the leadoff
The
man is
2-0
aboard
heater
to
hits
start the
Muncie.
inning.
Probably
Well, he
not
didn't miss by
intentional, but
much
that
right
will
there,
now bring
but
up
it was
Taylor
just
hitting
enough to flip
291.
him on the way in.
First
Chris
pitch.
Taylor now.
Swung on
Swings
and
through
missed.
that.
0-1. 13 bombs, 41 RBIs on the year for Chris Taylor. 0-1
At
from
the belt and
Ohtani.
fires.
0-2,
Swing and a miss,
good
and that's
splitter.
strike 2. Gary Simmons
My eyes lit up
has the
seeing that
plate
pitch,
duty in
and
this
it made
one.
me swing
Well, with
just
Simmons,
a little early.
it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little
0-2.
extra in some parts of the zone.
1-2 inside, man. I don't know
Fastball
what
almost got him
Ohtani's
there.
doing,
Yeah,
but he's
one of
being
those
a little bit too
umpires you
aggressive
just
on
have
that
to
mound.
know
I
what
mean,
to
we will
expect, right?
retaliate, and I'll hit
Exactly.
Tony. I mean, I'll
And a
hit
swing and a
Ohtani.
miss.
That's a
Down to
strikeout one away
first.
here in the top of the
That's
second
about
if
as
he's hitting.
nasty of a splitter
If
you'll
he's
come
hitting,
across,
he better
especially
be
in
ready
terms
for
of
some
movement.
high
I
heat
mean, that
in
thing
his
tumbles
face.
out of his hand
Well,
and
close
just
to his
drops off
face.
the table at the
First
last
pitch to
moment.
Ohtani.
If
I
he
mean,
keeps
from
it
Ohtani
down,
to
it's
Smith,
just
ball
so
1.
tough to put wood on.
Will
Hitting
Smith stands in
332,
now.
11
Looks at
home
that
runs
one
on the year.
inside. Went deep in the ball
Muncie at
game last
first.
night.
1-0. 1-1.
Muncie over at first with one away.
1 from Smith. And getting a phone call, got to answer. It's my mother.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That one's in there, 0-1.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
The pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Miguel Vargas getting ready to hit. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 2013 in the playoffs, you caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, he was right up on the plate, so even a small misfire was enough to send him to first.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. Bases loaded. 2 down. One now. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commit.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. And welcome back. Bottom of the second. Stepping in the long ball threat, Shohei Ohtani. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. Gonsolin, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Throw on to Freeman. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second.
Batting fifth, the right fielder.
1 away here in the bottom of the second. We had bases loaded in the
Now
top
it's on
half,
Renfroe.
and unfortunately did not get any runs. And then Ohtani led off this bottom of the second. He grounded out, but we
pitch, and
did
it
throw
just
kind of at him
misses.
to kind of let him know, stop hitting our guys. He's hit 2 of our hitters, so Gonsolin and the Dodgers are not scared to
Way
retaliate.
inside, gets out of the way.
That
Count,
pitch
you
goes
really
inside.
don't
That
want
was
to give in here. You
that
got to
ball
work the
slipped.
edges,
2-0.
really execute a
2-1.
pitch. Hopefully, you can get back into this count.
The 2-1.
2-1. Heater in, popped
In
into
the
right.
air, right field.
Betts
Betts settles underneath it.
2 away.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting sixth, the left fielder.
Now at the plate,
They bring up Taylor
Ward.
Ward hitting 296, 13 bombs, 28 ribbies. First pitch fastball. It'll be a foul
First
ball,
offering
0-1.
is fouled off.
0-1. splitter.
There's
0
a
and
strike.
2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
2 fastball to Ward will.
Next
He
offering,
fouled.
foul off
Yeah.
to the right out of play. Second inning here, no score.
0-2. 12-6 from Gonsolin. First one of the game. Will strike him out.
In the dirt,
Strike him out, throw him out to end the
Smith
second.
gets it to first.
And let's
Play
go to
made
the top
down
half
to
of the
you.
third.
Offense held in check
Tie game
there.
here
We
in
played
Anaheim.
2 full. Top half of the
And
third
Mookie
inning.
Betts will lead
Mookie
it
Betts
off.
will
He's
get
0
us
for 1.
started.
The right fielder.
28 pitches through
Betts.
2.
Ohtani back to work.
Ohtani, first pitch, ball 1.
And takes low for ball 1. Singy Mookie Betts, given name Marcus Lynn Betts. He attributes the nickname from his
Dodgers right
parents
fielder.
watching Mookie
2-0.
Blaylock play basketball.
Yeah, Boog, and the cool coincidence
Go to
with that
Mookie
name
Betts.
are the initials, MLB.
That's right.
2-0 pitch from Ohtani.
The
2-1, good
is
splitter
in
in.
for a strike.
Man, look at Alvarez. Gee, 2-1. 3 home runs in his recent game. 2 and 2. Good splitter. Good job, Coco. 2-2.
And the righty deals.
3 and
And
2.
now the count filled up.
Man, I was up there in the
3-2.
sky. I couldn't see the ball. Looked like 3-2. Payoff to Mookie Betts. The 3-2 from Shohei will
Dribbled up the
be
third
fouled.
baseline, and that's just foul.
All right, the next 3-2
Here comes a 3-2.
will be
That's out
hit
to
in
center
the
field.
center. Trout will get under it, one away here in the top of the third.
He makes the grab, 1 up, 1 down.
The center fielder, number 33.
James
Well, I bring up
Outman
Outman.
steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First time up was a pop out.
0 for 1. First pitch
Swung on,
hammered.
belted.
This ball's carrying. James Outman.
That's bad.
Oh, come on, Trout. Don't rob it.
That one is gone.
It's gone. It's a 1-0 ball game. Thanks to the
That'll fire
rookie
up the
James
dugout,
Outman, who
his
hits a huge home
17th
run
of
off
the
of
year. And that
Shohei
gives him a
Ohtani,
lead.
his 17th of the
1-0.
year, off
He
of
ambushed
number
him right there,
17.
Siggy.
Yeah,
We'll
swing
take
on that
it.
first pitch, and
I mean, I
think
thought
those
Mike
one
Trout
on
was going to
offense
jump
is
up and
exactly
rob
what
it
he had
because
in
he is
mind
one
as
of the
well.
greatest
A
to
good
do
hitter
it.
gets pitch
But
recognition
James Outman
early.
got that
He
ball.
saw exactly where that was gonna
Hit in the
be.
center,
The
gave it enough
challenge,
ride.
not get
Mike
over
Trout
anxious
jumped and
to
just
come
was
out of
not
your
able to
swing.
get
He
there.
stayed on it
And now that will
and
bring
got
up
all
Freddie
of it.
Freeman. He's 0
Here
for
comes
1.
Freddie Freeman up to hit.
So,
0
just
for
like
1
that,
with a
Dodgers
flyout.
lead 1-0 against the
And he
Japanese
swings
phenom.
and misses at the initial offering.
0-1.
Part of the order coming
Or the
through
Japanese
now, and
Babe
with
Ruth,
one
they
home
like
run
to call
already in this
Ohtani.
inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
0-2. Terrible pitch to swing at.
The
0-2 from Shohei will be
That
high
one
1 and
missed.
2.
Singy Shohei Ohtani has been as advertised. Rookie of the Year in 18, MVP
1-2.
in 21.
2
He
and
has
2.
impacted the game in a major way. And then, of course, he was on the cover of MLB The Show in 2022.
2 from
Well, he's
Ohtani
doing
to
something
Freeman.
that we've never seen done
Fouled off.
before, and just absolutely phenomenal that he can be that dominant on the mound and be one of the top
Working the
hitters
count, man. That's
in
all we
the
got to
game.
do to make
And
Ohtani throw
just
some
watching
pitches.
that,
That's hitting to
it's
right
gotta
center
take your
field
breath
for a
away
base
little bit
knock.
if you're a manager or
So
a
Freddie
teammate
Freeman
to
with
see
the
this
single after
actually
the home run
happening
from
before
James
your eyes.
Outman.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel
Now they'll
any
bring up Muncy.
vibration in your hands
Walked in the
whatsoever.
first.
Such a good feeling.
I got
you see a ball
plunked in the
come off the
first,
bat
excuse
like
me.
that, you know it was pretty
In the
much
second.
a perfect swing. And for me,
Taking a
I
strike
start wondering,
0-1.
and I'm looking on the computer. What was the exit velocity? This time 106.
The pitch.
0-1. 1-1. All ball gets in the dirt.
Now he
1-1.
can't squeeze it behind the plate. And it's a ball and a strike as the runner holds.
1-1.
Fly
Hammered
down
to
the
right.
field line. If it's fair, it's
The
gone, and that
the
is
30th
gone.
home run of the year for Max Muncy. You hit Max, he'll hit you
With one
back.
swing, he
But by
quiets
putting
the
up 2
crowd,
runs on the
they
board
throw a pair
and
on
a
the board,
2-run
it's
home run is
3-0.
30th of the
That
year,
one won't
Max
stay below the
Muncy.
radar. That
What
made
a
lot of
swing.
noise.
And that's huge, man. Dodgers and Angels, man. I mean, this game might get a little chirpy. I mean, I wish you had an option to chirp.
Up and
Because
in
right
can be
now,
such a
I'd be
tough
chirping
pitch
to
for the
Ohtani,
hitters.
calling
You
him a
have to keep
bozo.
your hands above the
Yeah,
baseball, and that's
a bozo.
exactly what he did. He
What
cut
a
it out
swing from
front
Max
and drove
Muncy.
it out of here.
Chris
I mean, come on. You hit the
digs in
guy,
now.
hit a bunch
He
of
was
our
a strikeout
batters,
victim his first
and you're
time.
going to act like it's all right? Nah, it's not all right. First pitch to Taylor will be
And that
fouled
one
0-1.
fouled off. That MVP I mentioned about Ohtani in 2021.
What
he
a
was actually
swing
a
from
unanimous MVP.
number 13,
and the
Max
first
Muncy.
unanimous AL MVP
0-2.
since Mike Trout in
It scored 3 here
2014.
in the
Other guys
top
that
of the
have done that,
third.
Ken Griffey Jr., Frank Thomas,
Outman and
Frank
Muncy, 2
Robinson.
home runs in this inning. The 0-2 to CT will strike him out.
In
Good
the
pitch.
dirt. Sends it
And
to
2 away.
Walsh. Taylor out on the play.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
The batter now will be Will Smith. He's 0 for 1.
All right, first pitch to
And he
Smith,
swings
strike
and
1.
misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1 from Smith. I mean,
Next
from
pitch misses
Ohtani
way
to Smith.
outside.
7 balls, 15 strikes, 22 total pitches for this inning for Ohtani, and that last one was his 50th of the game.
That one
2-1.
drifts inside.
Hey, we'll
He
make
never
you
moved
work.
'cause he
We're
never
the
had
boys in blue,
time
man.
to. But that kind of velocity,
We're
you'd prefer
best
that
team in
pitcher work
baseball.
away.
69-4, looking to be 70-4. And just, bro, I mean, the game wasn't. I wasn't trying to come out here and spank Ohtani, but as soon as he started hitting
Right
our
into the
batters,
plate.
we had to
Good eye
retaliate a
right
little
there.
bit. And we showed him, man, that I'm
Nolan
not scared to
Arenado,
throw inside to
waiting to bat
Ohtani.
for the Dodgers.
And then we hit 2 home runs in this inning, and it just feels absolutely great. And Ohtani can't get out of it, as that's a
Swing and a miss for
strikeout.
the strikeout.
Then the top of the
Chased
third, but we
fastball
do
up
score
the
3.
ladder for strike 3.
Thanks to
But the
Outman
long
solo
ball was
and the
working
2-run
in
home
this
run
inning.
from Max Muncy.
Welcome back. Set for the bottom of the third. And
Oh,
here's
Jared
the
Walsh
first
will lead off
baseman,
the top
Jared
of the
Walsh.
bottom half of the third, hitting
Right-hander back to
258.
work.
Didn't play in yesterday's ball game.
That's
First
in
pitch,
there.
strike 1.
Strike 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs
0-1
across, this is
splitter.
where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown
0-2.
inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Slider. We'll strike him
Swings
out, 1
through it,
away.
and that's a strikeout.
Not the best pitch, but it worked.
Wow, short work to send him packing
Well,
to
they'll bring
start
up
the inning.
Anthony
And no
Rendon hitting
messing
304.
around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone.
First pitch
Attack
heater,
mode all the
foul.
way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Yeah, foul ball. 0-1.
Fastball in for a strike. And it's
Surprised
0-2.
Renfro, not Renfro, but Rengifo isn't in this game. I mean, I don't know if he is. That's a
Swings
strikeout,
and
2 away.
misses, struck
Back-to-back
him out.
Ks for Gonsolin.
Back-to-back strikeouts to
No,
start
Matt
the frame,
Stassi
and that's
will
now
be the
3 in
hitter
a
here.
row.
Yeah,
Hitting
he's
a
really
184
settling
average,
in
but
and getting a feel for his
at
pitches.
the end of the
throwing them where
day,
he wants to right
Rengifo
now.
hit
So
a home run
we'll see how
yesterday
long
off
he
of
can keep
Julio,
this
and I feel
streak
like
going.
this. I
Max
mean, yes, he's a
Stassi
switch
in the
hitter,
box with 2
but at the
gone,
end of the day,
and
like
takes a
I feel
look
like
at
you
a
should have him
called
in this
strike.
game, right?
Next
Especially
pitch
since he got
misses,
you on the board
ball
yesterday. I don't know, 1-1. Unless he needed an off day. Fouled off
The
1-2.
1-1 is fouled off.
1-2. Splitter.
Next
2-2,
one
good eye.
misses. Ball 2.
I wish we'd be able to get Almonte back for the Houston series. I feel like that's going to be a huge
Struck him
series in
out
LA. That's a
swinging.
strikeout.
Couldn't catch up to the
3 straight
heater.
Ks in that inning for Tony
Impeccable
Gonsolin,
command
but
in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's
send down
electric
Bickford
stuff
for
out
the
there
Houston
on the
series
mound.
possibly and bring it out Almonte if he's ready to go. That's probably what's going to happen.
Back in Anaheim.
Blake
out of the
Treinen, man,
4th.
he's been
Here's
killing it
Nolan
lately.
Arenado.
They bring him Nolan 1-for-1. He singled in his first AB.
The right-hander back
First
to
pitch.
work.
Foul,
The first
0-1.
offering is fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way.
0-1.
And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored.
0-2.
On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
1-2.
That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they
Astros
can
win
keep making him work
15-4.
hard out there, it may
That's
force
into right.
Oh, this one high
That ball
and
is
deep,
driven.
way back
That
there.
ball is going to get over his head and be a ground rule
And
double.
an
I thought it was gone.
automatic double as
12th
it
double
humps
of the year
fence.
for the Dodgers third
Loaded
baseman Nolan
off his
Arenado.
pad and off the warning track as well as it
So
bounced
lead off
over the
double, and now
fence.
they'll bring a
It sounded
Vargas.
really good too. He just put
First
together
pitch.
a really nice swing and just missed
Ball
a home
1 to
run.
the rookie.
Vargas in the box here. Let's
What
that
a
one
year
go
he's
for a ball.
had.
Hit
Man,
by a pitch his first time up.
1-0. 1-1.
Arenado leads off second with nobody out.
176. The runner's in scoring position, 2
That
and
one
1.
misses.
Good take from
2
Vargas,
balls
but
and a strike.
Hitter's got some good
looked like he
opposite
might be a
field
trade
power. What I
person,
like
you know,
about
being
something
traded,
being hit to the
and then
right
he
side
got
into the
sent down to the
outfield
minors, and
is
then
that the base
he's
runner
kind
at
of really
second has
figured
a
it out. I
very
mean, we
good
still got a
read
long season as
and can
that's hitting to
determine
right.
whether or not he can score on
That
that base
ball
hit.
is gonna carry.
Makes the
That's gonna be
catch.
caught. Nolan will
Runner
tag,
tagging for third. Oh, the throw is
and
over his
he'll be
head.
safe. So Nolan tags, and now that'll bring up Rojas.
Miguel
He's 0 for 1 with the
Rojas
strikeout
steps to the
looking.
plate for the Dodgers. He's got the power, but great contact
First
skills.
pitch
One
to
of the best
Rojas.
contact hitters
Hit
in the
into
game.
right. You gotta be
Fly
kidding
ball
me.
down
Drop.
the line.
He's gonna catch
Oh,
it.
he
Oh,
can't
if he does,
squeeze it.
if he catches that, we're scoring
One
no matter
away
what.
with a runner at third.
Ah man, I kind of wish he caught it because who knows what this AB will intend and what will happen. 0 and
Swings
2,
and
good
misses.
slider.
Slider right there.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count.
0-2
He's
from
feeling real
Shohei
confident
Ohtani.
about finishing this hitter off.
1
He
and
can go
2,
anywhere
ball
he
does not
wants.
get away from
That
Statsy.
misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1-2. 2 and 2, ball
Little
does
trouble
not
with
get
this
too
one
far.
behind the plate.
And Nolan will stay at third.
No advance. Good job behind the dish. Runner on at third. 1 gone.
2-2 to Rojas. And chopped.
Bounced up the middle. What
Man,
a stop.
the shortstop really waited for that ball to come. That's going to be an infield hit for Miguel Rojas. And if you're the shortstop, you got to charge the ball.
Very difficult to get
He just kind
anybody
of, David
on
Fletcher
that
just
one
kind
as
of let
far
the
as you
ball
had
get to
to
him.
go and throw.
Look, he's just
You know?
jogging,
Yeah,
waiting,
no
waiting,
question.
picks it up. Like, bro, you got to come in, cut that ball off, and throw a bullet to first.
Back
Instead,
to the top of the
you're
lineup,
walking
Mookie
and
Betts,
pretty much
the
are
next to
saying,
hit.
here, we'll sacrifice the run and probably, you know, let the runner be safe. First pitch to
Ball
Betts high
1, no
inside, ball 1.
strikes.
Like, you got to play better defense, right? Want to know. I'll
to
throw
first.
over, and Rojas will get back
Dives
safely.
back in safely.
1-0 from Ohtani.
The
69th pitch of the game.
Fouled
Foul.
off foul.
You know, one day I'm going to hit a bunch of sliders away from Mookie Betts for home runs. I promise.
And he
Like,
deals.
I wish. 1 and
Swing and a
2.
miss. And the count 1 and 2.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball
1-2.
double play opportunity here, you've
Rojas
got to
leads. There
Here
he
goes the
goes.
runner. Ball
Pitch
misses.
outside and a stolen base for
Throw
Rojas.
save. That's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that still will raise
Tenth
a
of the
couple
year.
of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their
Yeah.
opponent. Knowing
By the
they
way,
gotta
Anthony
continue to
Rendon's
add on
playing
if they're
second
gonna win
base,
this game.
and Gio
Don't take it
Urshela
as an
is
offense.
playing
Take it as a
third.
sign of respect.
What's going on with the Angels?
Trout
Oh,
makes
no,
the
yeah, we're not
play.
going to third.
Runner tags at second.
Mike Trout's too good.
Actually,
I
he
wanted
stayed
to
put,
try
and
it,
there are
but
2 outs.
nah, that's
Digging
not
in,
happening.
it's the
That'll
speedy
bring up
outfielder,
James Outman 1 for 2.
He's already homered in this game.
So if you guys hear me talking to anybody in the background, my
Swings
father
through
is
that
here
one.
watching me
0-1.
play baseball.
Bullpen activity starting up
I'm
now.
as entertained.
Ryan Tepera,
What can I
the
say?
veteran
0-1.
right-hander, appears to be loosening up.
1 and
Next
1
pitch
inside.
and that is ball 1.
1-1.
The
Hit
1-1
and
is fouled
fouled.
off. 2 outs and 1 in
Angels
scoring
down
position.
by 4. Ohtani trying to stop the bleeding. The 1-2. Hit
Sharp
in the
grounder,
left.
that's thrown for a
Rojas
base
around
hit.
third.
Rojas
Outman's on his way to
around
second.
third.
The throw will not be on
The throw
time.
is offline,
And both
he's gonna
runners will be
score.
safe. It's a
It's
5-0 ball
5-0.
game.
Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
And now the
Well,
Angels
he's really
manager, I
slowed
still
the
don't know
game
who that
down,
is.
and it's like
Is an
Here
Apollo
comes Ryan
Ohtani.
Tepera to the hill.
And they're done bringing Ryan
Hasn't pitched in the
Tepera, a
last 3 days.
4.14 ERA, 37 innings. This is his 32nd game. Man,
Freddie
that's what
Freeman
happens,
up to the
Ohtani, when you
dish.
throw at our
1
guys.
for 2.
We're gonna hit you with the bats and make you look like a little biatch. Okay, that's what we
That's
did. You
off
want
the
to throw
mark,
at us too,
ball
or what?
1.
It's like,
Chris
well,
back
no,
in the
to
day, they called
Freddie
Sean
Freeman, but
Casey the
I did not.
mayor. I think
You know, Ohtani's a
today's
great
version
player.
of the
I really
mayor,
like
the
Ohtani.
chattiest first
But at the end
baseman
of the
would be
day, if
Freddie
you're gonna be
Freeman.
tossing the ball at our guys, it's gonna anger
Right
a
side,
team,
hard hit.
and that's exactly what he did. He kind of hurt my
Rendon
feelings
throw
by throwing
first.
at us, and
And Freeman is retired.
we had to hurt his too
And they
for
get 2
getting
runs
hits
on
and doing
3
what we
hits,
needed
no
to do.
errors and 1 left.
All right, David Fletcher would lead
Back
off
here
the
at
bottom of the
ballpark,
4th.
bottom of the inning. Here's David Fletcher.
Ball
That
1.
just misses.
Terrible slider. I
And
mean, it
that's
is a good
ball
slider, but the release point looked bad. 1-0. We're going back to the slider here. There we
Got it
go. 1
started
and
a
1.
little too early. Strike 1.
1-1. The pitch from Gonsolin.
To
Hit
the right
and
side.
foul ball.
And it goes just foul. And a 1-2.
Curve. Hitting to right.
Swing
Betts
and a
will
base
let it
hit.
drop. Second hit of the game for Fletcher. I'm gonna bring up Gio for 1.
Went down looking on 3 pitches
First
last
pitch
time.
splitter.
Let's see if he can
Strike
be a
1.
little more aggressive right here.
Went down on strikes his first time through.
1. He splitter
Strike
again.
2.
0-2.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and part of the
0-2.
order coming up right behind him. This
12-6.
is where they need to get
Foul.
going.
Oh, 2 now.
Fastball.
And a
1 and
good
2.
eye
Good
there.
eye.
It's a good take.
1-2. Fastball again. Will be fouled.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Fletcher gets his lead at
Yeah,
first.
1-2.
Nobody
Heater.
out.
Will strike
Got
him
him
out 1 away
swinging.
here in the bottom of the 4th.
Typically,
So
that
that's the
high
leadoff hit, a
fastball, if
strikeout, and
it's
now that'll bring up
close to
Mike
the top
Trout.
of the
He's 1
strike
for
zone,
5
the
in the
hitter,
series, 0
if
for
he's
1 in the
prepared for
game.
it, can get to it, but
First
that one
pitch
just had
slider,
that little
hitting
jump
to
at the
right.
end, which
Betts will
indicates
field
there's a
it,
good spin rate on it,
and
and it
Fletcher will
didn't
stay at
decrease
second.
in
Now that'll bring up
velocity as
Ohtani.
that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see
Ohtani
the
0
swing
for
and
1.
miss.
I really just want to hit him.
Shohei Ohtani up to
So
the
we did
dish.
it with our bats. So first pitch,
That's
strike
in
1
for a strike.
to the to the Angels DH and pitcher, but exited the game pretty early. 0-1.
And
1-1. The thing about Ohtani, and one thing I think is
One
pretty
out.
cool, is like
Runners at first and
he can
second.
pitch and DH at the same time. The thing about him pitching and DHing
Gonna count 1 and
is
2.
that if he has a bad outing, he has to go out and hit for the rest of the game. So I feel like he doesn't have a long time to
And the
think about his
pitch.
pitches and what happened in
Swing
the outing.
and
Is
a
that's a
miss. Struck
strikeout,
him
2
out.
away. Good,
Quite the
12-6.
start to this game on the
12-6.
mound, looking very dangerous to these
But,
hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't
He doesn't
had much
get a lot of
success
time to think
trying
about
to
his
figure him
outing.
out.
He
I'm
has to
impressed
go
with
out
what
and
we're
then
seeing
focus
here.
on what the
Renfroe
opposing
batting for
pitcher's
the
throwing
second
and
time,
tossing at him,
and
and
that's strike 1.
trying to get runs on the board for the Angels. So I kind of find it a little crazy, to be honest. And I mean, he can do it. He's done it his whole career in the majors, so pretty interesting. 0-2
Here's
splitter
the 0-2.
will
That
be
one
hit.
to
Freddie
first.
Freeman will field
Freeman.
it. Throw to Gonsolin to end the
Flip to the
4th.
pitcher covering. That's
Dodgers
the
still
third
lead
out.
5-zip.
Inning over.
After I thought the
Strand a
Angels
couple.
were going to maybe
It's
have a little
5-0.
rally.
Back here at Angel Stadium, top 5,
All right,
John
Max
Sciambi
Muncy
with
will
Chris
lead off the
Singleton.
top of the 5th. He's
And
1
leading
for
it
1.
off, Max Muncy.
Taking outside ball
And
1.
that's outside.
You know, these Dodgers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a
Oh,
lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game
into
before he
center
settles
for a
in.
base
So
knock.
I'd say mission accomplished.
So leadoff hit for Muncy. Now that will bring up Chris. Yeah.
So digging in,
We'll
Chris
bring up
Taylor.
CT3. First pitch to Taylor. Swung
Swing
on a
and a
miss.
miss. That's strike 1.
0-1. Taylor 0 for 2.
That
1
misses
and 1.
the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1. Pitch from Tepera.
Right-handed reliever.
2-1.
And that misses off the outside edge.
2-1 from
And
Tepera
here
to
comes.
Taylor. 3
Now
that's
it's even
2-2.
up.
Two. Muncy leads.
And the
Muncy goes.
right-hander deals.
Early
Runner
but
on the
slowly
go.
he did.
On the ground, right
Foul
side.
ball.
And foul ball.
2-2. From
The
Tepera
2-2
to
on the
Taylor.
way.
Got him.
Jackson misses. It's a
Man,
strikeout.
I couldn't hit that one with an oar if I had
Tough
one.
night at
All
the
right, that'll
dish.
bring up Will.
Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked
1
very
for
comfortable
6.
at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now.
First
Not
pitch,
picking up
ball
the
1.
spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
1-0. Muncy,
First
there he
offering.
goes.
Runner goes.
Oh, they got him.
Pitch misses.
They got
Let's
him,
see.
yeah.
Hung up in a rundown now. They
I
put the
tried to
tag on him,
stop,
and
but
that's
yeah,
out number 2.
Well, I really didn't expect him to try to steal second base because he had a very standard lead at
Well,
best. If you're going to try to get there
from
safely,
Tepera.
you've got to get more on
Into
that.
left.
This one swung on
Center.
and
This
hit
ball's
well.
carrying.
Way
If
back
Will
there.
Smith just hit a home run,
And
which he
that one is
does,
outta here.
of course it happens after I try and steal a base and it don't work. But
A
I mean, we're
solo
leading,
shot,
so
and they add a run.
it is what it
It's
is.
6-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing
Back-to-back
locked
home
in.
runs.
He's looking pretty dangerous at the
And
dish right now.
back-to-back games
And at the plate for the
with
Dodgers,
a home run
Nolan Arenado.
from Will Smith.
And
Ball
the
one to
first
Nolan.
pitch misses for ball one. Chris, it's pretty crazy to think that Nolan Arenado shared an entire side
Two
of
with
the
a single and a
infield
double.
with a future Platinum Glove Award winner in Matt Chapman. They both were on the
First
same team
and
in
a
high
1-0.
school at El
Hit,
Toro
fouled,
High
1-1.
School.
Have you had any injuries?
The 1-1.
Hit in the center.
And that one in the air center field. Trout is there. And he makes the
Inning.
catch. And that is that. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 6-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
Turner,
Yeah.
he was up.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
All right, that'll bring up Taylor Ward.
The wind to the pitch.
First pitch.
There's
Strike
the
one.
strike.
And then like for home runs,
Out towards right center field. Outman going back on this
One away.
one. Makes the grab, one
not
down.
with him anymore.
They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of
So
the
my
list.
dad, or the quick YouTube, he has the
And
older
first
version of
offering is
MLB,
fouled off.
and he still has Cody Bellinger and all the older Dodgers with
One down, base is
JT and
empty.
stuff like that. And he's telling me his home
Swing
run
and a
totals.
miss.
So
0-2 now.
his Cody Bellinger has 57, and his Max Muncy has 52, and
Got it by
our
him
Max
for the
Muncy
peg.
has 30, and maybe
Well,
we could
three
get to
pitches,
52 by the end of the
down,
year.
fastball
We'll
up,
see. We'll see.
swinging,
I'm
boog. It's like learning a chord
Oh,
progression.
never mind. He's not
Getting
halfway
those
through.
strums
We're
right.
we're
Man, so
almost
many
halfway
pitchers
through.
prefer working
I mean,
north-south these days.
I think this
compared to
week,
the East-West,
the
and that was a great
following
example
week,
right
and
there.
then it's the All-Star
Oh,
game,
one
I
down.
think. So no problem.
And a foul
I'm not
ball.
too sure.
The offense
Let
needs
me
to start
take a
showing some
peek.
fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make
0-2.
him work a little bit harder.
Have you went to
12-6. Hitting
This
to
one
left.
smoked out to left.
Taylor will end the inning.
That takes care of Rendon. And that is that.
I don't know what you call it.
Angels go down 1-2-3. Still up against a 6-0 deficit.
So we have this week against Houston, next week against Colorado, Casey.
Welcome back.
So we have like
Standing
3
in
more
is the
weeks
power hitting second baseman, Miguel
until
Vargas.
the All-Star game.
Vargas.
Cause see, I went
And
through
a
that.
pitch.
I went.
Ball one.
Up and in, and he gets out of the way. Vargas goes 6 feet 3 inches, 23 years
1-0.
old. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately. He scored 9 times in the
1-1.
last 10 games. Next offering is in for a strike.
And I noticed on mine, they'll throw 2 strikes and then it's a ball.
2
And
and
there's a
1.
ball.
Two on to Vargas.
Now a fly ball out to left center.
I just don't get it. Good swing time sometimes, right? And I pop it up.
He's
I
got
just
it.
don't understand.
One away.
Like, Jesus, can I get a line drive into left field?
Miguel Rojas
A
steps to the plate
ball
for
into
the
the gap or
Dodgers.
something, please, MLB. I mean, I'm being super patient with Vargas, okay?
And he
0-1.
swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
0-1.
0-2 as
good
he
circle
waves
change.
at that one.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
0-2. Hit in
This is on the ground to
the
Walsh.
first. 2 away.
And he takes it himself for the out.
2
Now
away.
it's
Now that
Mookie
bring him
Betts.
Mookie Betts. He's 0 for
And what a
3 in this
two-way
ball
player,
game. 1
not
for
just
6
offensively,
in
but
the
as good a
series.
defensive outfielder
As
as
a
there is
home
in
run.
the game.
That's about it. because that's foul.
Next
0-1.
offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. One of the things that's amazing, his first full season in 2012 with Lowell, he did not hit a single home run. And when I asked him about it, he said, "Oh no, it was
Back
worse
to the
than that.
pitcher.
I didn't hit a
And the
ball
top half of the
that hit
sixth.
Well, gonna pause on that thought, as that'll do it. Well, we go bottom six.
Oh, Max Stassi will lead off the bottom
comes
of
up
the
to
sixth.
hit.
He's off for 1.
And a pitch.
First pitch.
Foul off
0-1.
left side.
0-1 slider. Hit
In the
into
air, center field.
center field. Out
Settles underneath it.
1 away.
Hauls it in for the out.
He's controlling things out there on
Away,
the
now that'll
mound,
bring up
not
Davis
messing
Fletcher.
around
He's
at
2 for
all.
2.
He's been in attack mode since the very start.
First pitch to the
Swinging a
to the
foul
Angels
straight back.
shortstop foul. 0-1.
When a guy's throwing a lot of
Call him the
first
Dodgers
pitch strikes
shortstop,
as a
0-1.
hitter, you got to be ready to hit.
Slider,
Now, that's not going to
0-2.
help you get deep into
Fletcher,
his
he's
pitch
2 for
count
2, and he
into
looks
the
at that
bullpen.
slider.
But you
That's
gotta take
crazy
what
to
he's
me. I feel
offering
like he'd
that
be
day.
able to drill it. The 0-2 fouled.
Right-hander
0-2.
kick steals.
The fastball.
Ball 1
1
low.
and 2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the
1-2
ball out of
slider.
the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Will be
Bounce
hit.
to the left
Arenado.
side.
2 away.
Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice
So
job
Fletcher's
of
2 for
keeping
3
the
now.
ball out of the air.
Now
Lets
bring
the
up Gio
defense work
Urshela.
behind him with another ground ball. Good
0
execution.
for 2. First pitch slider.
Urshela
Strike
in
1.
the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1 fastball.
Strike
0-2.
2.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's
0-2,
retired
12-6.
7 straight.
Will
This guy's feeling
be
it right
fouled
now.
off.
The wind and the
0-2.
pitch.
Fastball 1
Good
and
eye
2.
right there.
See how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try to tie him up. That's the
0-2
one thing we're
heater.
seeing, that high fastball. You
Fouled
have
off.
to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
1-2. 12-6. Hit into left
Line
center.
drive, base
Base
hit.
hit. I want Tony Gonsolin to get us through 7 innings. I mean, he doesn't have to tonight, especially
Now
with having an
Trout
off
gets
day
a chance
tomorrow.
to hit.
Really good piece
7
of
would
hitting
be
last
ideal.
time,
First
going to
pitch,
the
ball 1.
opposite field.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Mike Trout,
No.
the 25th overall
Slider,
pick
1
in
and
the
1.
2009 draft. He was actually a compensation pick for the
1-1.
Angels for the free agent
Slider,
loss of Mark
1 and
Teixeira
2.
when he signed with the New York Yankees.
1-2. Fastball. Gonsolin to Trout will strike
Swing
him
and
out
a
then the
miss, and he
6th.
got him.
That's a
Third
huge
out.
punch out
Angels leave
for
1.
Gonsolin.
They still find themselves down 6-0.
Staying perfect as Gonsolin this year. Trying to with the record.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Jose
Jose Quijada.
Well, they need
Quijada.
someone to stop the
Maybe
bleed
pitcher,
and keep the
4.50
score
ERA.
right where it is.
Saw him yesterday.
Seems like a tough
First
task
pitch.
today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Fouled off
Swing
0-1.
and a foul
Dodgers
over
up
the
by
screen
6,
and
leading
back
into the
out of
going
play.
into the top of the 7th.
Left-hand batter waits.
Hit in the center.
This one in the air, center field. Trout makes the grab on
Trout
the
1
run.
away.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
Bring
1
up
for
Freddie.
3.
He's 1 for 3.
And that's in there
0-1.
for strike 1. Action in the Angels bullpen. Carlos Estevez getting ready to go. Yo 1.
1. Hit.
Up the middle.
Fletcher.
Fletcher
2 away.
sends it to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent
The
pace.
designated hitter, Max.
Max Muncy at the dish. He's already homered here in this one. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Strike 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real
1.
careful because of that
To
power.
Muncy.
But then, if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's
Hit.
still very comfortable. And because
No,
he has the
and the
ability
top
to get
half
the
of the
barrel to the
7th.
baseball,
And the throw to first is there to put an end to. Back in Anaheim, here's Shohei Ohtani.
Bring up Otani.
And a pitch.
Bottom of the 7th. First pitch to him
That's a
is
little
high
bit
0
high.
for 2. 0 for 2, 1-0. 1-0 to Otani. Heater,
And it's
fouled
fouled
1
away.
and 1. A lot of fans here at Angel Stadium, man. I mean, you know there's a lot of fans every time Ohtani pitches, right? It has to be. 'Cause that's popped
Next
up.
pitch is popped
Then you get
up.
to see him hit
Freeman settles under this one.
one away
Puts it
in the
away
bottom
for
of the
the
seventh.
out.
So, I mean,
That was a good
the
pitch to hit right
phenomenal
down the heart of the plate.
Ohtani, you know,
Had pretty good
brings in
timing on it.
fans
Just
for
got underneath it a little bit and
the
popped it out.
Angels, and everybody loves him.
Renfroe
0
in the
1.
box again. Takes a strike.
0-1 slider.
Fly
Into
ball
right,
down
that
the
ball's
line.
tearing.
This has
That
got a
one
chance,
is
and
in
it
there. Real
is
foul.
foul.
Will 2 will be hit, and this one is down the line, and this one is gonna be a foul ball. Wow. 3.3 feet outside the foul pole. The 0-2. 12-6.
Next pitch in the
1 and
dirt,
2.
and it's 1 and 2.
What a job from Hunter Renfroe, slicing that ball to the right field.
The 1-1 is fouled
Pretty
off.
much this whole at bat. 1-2
The
heater.
1-2.
Will be high.
Just
2 and 2.
missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2-2. The 80th pitch. The 12-6.
Next
3
pitch
and 2.
downstairs.
Great take.
Full count 3 and 2.
3-2 heater in.
Kicks and deals.
From Gonsolin to Renfroe will be
Gets a
fouled.
piece there. We'll do it again.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to
3-2.
have to just change speeds a little
Splitter.
bit, try to move it around.
Hit and fouled. Oh my
create
goodness.
Just a little bit of illusion at the end.
3-2 heater. Will be hit into center for a base knock.
Into left center
You
for
see
a
10
base hit.
pitches, I
So
expect you
man
to get a
aboard
hit.
now with
Come on
one
now.
away.
But when
So
you see
one
that
out
many
single.
pitches in an at-bat, your
Now bring up
chances of
Ward.
succeeding go up.
0-2.
And right there, we see the result.
First pitch.
And now it's going to
12-6.
be Taylor
Hit and
Ward.
fouled. 0-1.
Pulls that one foul.
Yeah, just kind of getting frustrated in that Renfroe AB. You can't get him out, so you eventually just kind of give him a heater to swing
Strike
at.
2.
Man, he was really
Can't get the
tardy on
hits.
that fastball. Great job of
0-2.
setting him up by throwing the
Slider,
curveball. Add some
fouled.
velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
0-2. Fastball. Got him
Swing
2
and a
away.
miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder
Gonsolin
for
just threw the
strike
smoke
3.
up.
Thought it was
He
a
got the
pretty
K.
good pitch, top of the strike
bring up
zone. We're
Walsh.
seeing more fastballs
Struggling
in, that
in the month of
location.
June
Hitters, especially
compared to May.
with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the
0-2.
trigger.
And next for the
First
Angels,
pitch,
Jared
strike 1.
Walsh. There you see his May and June numbers so far.
0-1.
Righty delivers.
Heater.
Swing and a
0-2.
miss as he was
Man,
late.
what a
He's in
we
a
got a
great
long
spot
season
right
left.
here,
I know,
heading the
3 weeks away
0-2.
from the All-Star
All 4
game.
pitches in play right
We
here,
got
partner.
the second half of baseball to be
Swing
played.
and a
About to
miss,
strike
and
out
he
the
is
end of
down on
7th.
strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
All
We
right,
go to
Taylor
the
will
8th,
lead it
and at
off.
the plate for the Dodgers, Chris Taylor.
We're gonna warm up. We'll warm up Bickford. Taylor will lead it off. He's 0 for
Pitch.
3. First pitch from Quijada. Inside ball 1.
there. Activity in the bullpen for the
39,000
Angels.
here.
Jaime Barria up and throwing.
Crazy. 1-0. Hit up the
And
middle. That'll
base
be a
hit
base
up the
hit.
middle.
The batter, the catcher.
Man at first, and up to the plate is Will Smith. They say you win.
0-1. One
Off
and
the
1.
mark there, and it's a ball and a strike.
1-1 from Quijada to Will Smith. Smith 1 for 3 with the solo shot. The 1-1. Fouled off 1 and 2.
Nobody out, runner at first.
1-2. Taylor will lead. There he goes.
Kick in the pitch. Runner
This
goes.
pitch will be fouled though.
Next offering is fouled back. Step off, throw to first. Taylor back easily.
1-2.
To
Throw
first, and
over.
they've
They're
got
gonna
it
get
picked
Taylor.
off.
Yep.
Taylor caught in a
I
rundown
don't
now.
think they got Taylor. Yeah,
And
they got him.
tagged him
I
out.
tried. I wish they would throw it, man. If you get yourself into a pickle in this game, it never works. It's just they're gonna get you every freaking time. That's
Swing
hit,
a
and that's
ground
gonna be
ball
a
up the
base
middle.
hit for
That's a
Will
base
Smith.
hit.
He's 2 for 4. 2 for 4.
To
Really nice
4
job of
and
2-strike hitting in that at
I'll
bat.
bring up
Just a
Arenado.
cookie
He's 2
down
for
the
3
middle. I mean,
tonight.
those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage,
trying
you're
to
just
end
hoping you
that
get in
cold
the ball
slump.
game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity,
First
right
pitch
on
from
top of it.
Quijada. Outside
Arenado,
ball
the
1.
next to hit, takes ball 1.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting
1-0.
hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Hit into left center. That will be a base
Left
hit.
center field.
Will Smith will
Smith
go to
rounds
third.
second on his way to
Arenado's on his
third.
way to second. That will
It's a
probably
double.
be the second
Third hit
double
of
of
the
the
night
day,
for him.
of the night, for Will.
Everything came
I mean, for
together
Arenado,
him.
excuse me,
Nice line
13th
drive
of the
to
year.
full side, met it out
Now that I
front,
bring
but
up
just
Vargas,
stayed
he's 0
through
for
it
2.
nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And he got hit by a pitch earlier. Fly
Next to
out to
hit,
center.
Miguel
Or no,
Vargas.
fly out to
There's a
right and then
strike.
1 to left. Expecting him to fly out to center on this one. 0-1. I'm kidding. 0-2. Two from Quijada to Vargas. Got him.
Swings and
Freaking A.
misses, struck him out.
Not a competitive
Oh,
at bat at
really
all,
went
and he
aggressive
knows.
in with
I'll
that
bring up
slider.
Rojas.
Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak
First pitch from
contact in
Quijada
play.
to
Exactly where he and the catcher
Rojas.
wanted.
He's 1 for 3 and
Rojas
inside
at
for
the
a ball.
plate now. That's ball 1.
Singled in the 4th. Struck out looking in the 2nd. 1-0.
Next pitch is outside.
2-0. Hit.
It's a ground
That'll
ball right
end
side.
the top of the
Walsh
8th.
takes it to the bag, and that is that. Ready for the
Oh,
bottom of the
we're
8th.
gonna bring
Now
in
it's
Phil
Anthony
Bickford.
Rendon. New pitcher for the
This is his
Dodgers,
12th game,
Phil Bickford.
13 and
He
2/3
has a
innings,
great slider with
1.32
tons of
ERA.
movement.
But on substitute, and Will Smith, and bring in Austin Barnes.
Now into
So
the game, Austin
catch these
Barnes.
next 2
He
innings.
takes over behind the plate.
15.
Should have gave him an at-bat, if I'm being honest. First pitch.
And that
Ball
one
1.
just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Oh no. Slider. 1 and 1.
There's a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more
1-1
patient,
fastball.
possibly take until they get a strike. With
2 and
that,
1.
you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
2-1.
2-1 now.
2 and
And a
2.
swing
Good
and a
hitter.
miss.
2-2. 2-seamer. Will be fouled.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
2-2.
Kicks and fires.
Slider. Fouled off.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
2-2.
At
Fastball
the
high
belt
and
and
in.
fires.
Will strike
Swings
him out
through
1
that
away
one.
here in
It's
the
a
bottom of the
strikeout.
8th.
Snap throw. Just a mid-90s challenge
Laying out,
fastball
I'll bring
right
him
there.
back
Not
to
much
Staffy.
to it.
Oh,
And
2.
I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because
First pitch from
he's in a
Bickford.
very
Strike
hittable
1.
location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself
Bickford
as a
coming
hitter and
out,
say, "How'd I
relieving in a
miss that?"
6-run
But
game
you know
where
what happens.
he
That
feels
clips
really
the zone.
comfortable. When the
That's
lead's
strike 2.
high, that's when Phil Bickford is going to pitch the greatest. 2 when it's a
Got
1-run
him
game, he
swinging.
struggles. 2 away.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches
That's why he
out the
doesn't have
first
too many
2
innings
batters he's
on the
faced
year,
in
man.
this one. Getting
He's
straight to
not
work.
reliable
Man,
in
it's
those
talked
big
about a lot, but
like
relievers are
moments.
just so electric
Ball
these
1.
days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
1-0. 2-seamer. 1
Next
and 1.
offering is in for a strike.
The 1-1 fastball from Bickford to Fletcher. He's 2 for 3. Pops
Out
this
to
one up.
center.
Rojas will
on
get
his
there to
way
end
over.
the 8th.
Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And that'll do. So the Angels turn
I've
to their
been bringing Matt
bullpen for a
Moore,
new pitcher,
0.53
Matt Moore.
ERA.
He's
Mookie
pitching on
Betts
2
will lead
days
it off.
rest.
He's 0 for 4.
Here's Mookie Betts.
First pitch from Moore. Swung on
Swings
and
through
missed
that one for
0-1.
strike 1. Action in the Angels bullpen.
It's not a good game for Mookie
up
Betts
and
or
loosening in
Vargas.
the pen.
Happens though. 0-1. 0-2.
And now the lefty. And
1-2.
that one is inside.
1-2 for Moore.
Got
Oh,
him
what
looking. That's
a knuckle
strikeout.
curve.
Well, oftentimes
That's 0
the
for
pitch
5,
he's
and
trying
now
to
that
set
I bring
up,
up
the
Bauman, he's
curveball.
2 for
He'll
4.
lean on it pretty heavily, so you got to be expecting it, look for it, and sell out so you don't miss it when you get it.
Matt Moore. Will be
And a
hit.
ground ball to
Walsh
first.
will take it to the bag himself.
Walsh takes it himself, and a couple of quick outs. Two
Well,
outs,
bring up
base is empty.
Freddie, he's 1 for 4.
Steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Can't believe a lot of these guys are getting 5 at-bats today. I mean, I
First
didn't think we
offering
would against
misses the
Ohtani. I
mark.
think we'd
Moore,
all get like 3 or
years
4,
old,
but
and he was drafted in the 8th round back in
some got 5.
2007.
1-0.
Swing
1-1.
and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
But when you hit batters and you plunk them, it heats up a team and
So now
good
1 and
knuckle
2.
curve. That's exactly what Shohei Ohtani did early in this ball game. Hit batters, got me red hot. Dodgers were seeing red,
Swing and a
wanting to
miss,
hit
had
him,
out front for the
and
strikeout.
we ended up
I
not
think
hitting
the
him
key
with
is
any
arm
pitches,
action
but
on
we
the
hit him
changeup.
around
When
the
you can
field.
sell it like a fastball,
Well, in
you
the
drop
top
the
of the ninth, though,
velocity,
Matt Moore.
you get the swing and miss,
Man.
and you walk off the
First
field.
time we've seen him, and the last time we'll see him on the year, I'm pretty sure. Because I don't think the Angels come to LA this year. First
Here comes
pitch
the pitch.
to, well, they don't come to Dodger Stadium.
first
Obviously, they're
offering
in
is
LA
fouled
or in
off.
Anaheim, but 0-1. Yeah, I don't think they come to Dodger Stadium this
Righty
season.
to the plate. Gets
0-2.
the outside corner with that one.
0-2. The two-seamer,
Just
1-2.
misses the mark outside the zone.
1-2. Slider hit into
In the
left
air,
Taylor.
left field,
1 away here in the bottom of the ninth.
and there's 1 away.
Angels down to their final 2 outs.
And now batting
Like Trout and Ohtani for
Outfield
Bickford.
playing very deep, not wanting
First pitch
anything
heater.
over their heads.
Ball 1.
First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
There's
1
a
and
strike.
1. The 1-1 heater. 1-2. Being very aggressive with the fastball.
1-2
1-2. Heater again. Got him.
Cuts
2
and
away.
misses. It's a strikeout.
I don't think he was
And
expecting
Chris,
the
that's a
fastball.
way to
I bring up
neutralize his
Ohtani.
speed by keeping him off base.
And the
0 for
defense
3.
breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure
pitch,
on
two-seamer, ball 1.
everyone if he can put the ball in play.
Trout
But
saw a
that's how
bunch
you
of
do it. Keep
4-seamers,
him
so
off
Ohtani
balance,
seeing a
get him out
2-seamer
of
is
there,
probably
and
like,
deal
what
with
the
the
heck's
next guy.
going on here? 1-0. 1-1.
Swings and misses.
There's
And
the
that's strike
4-seamer.
one.
1-1. Slider,
Just
2-1.
missed.
2-1.
And a 2-1 on the way.
Hit.
He'll
Freeman
squeeze it for
will
the
make
final
the
out, and the
nice
Dodgers
sliding
use
catch to
2
end this ball
pitchers to
game.
combine for the shutout.
And Dodgers,
21
man.
wins in a row.
21 wins in a
Everyone
row.
around this team,
13th win of the
players,
year for Tony
trainers, the
Johnston.
clubhouse
Till
guys,
Bickford
the
pitches
fans,
2
they come
good
to the
innings.
ballpark expecting to see
And
a win
we sweep the
night in
Angels.
and night out. They
Like,
tie the
comment, subscribe, turn
1935
those post
Chicago
notifications.
Cubs.
Max Muncy
Can't
hits
wait
his
to see if
30th
they
home
can
run of
get
the
to
year.
22.
6-0
See you guys
is how this one ends.
tomorrow.
And
No,
the road team
Friday.
picks up
Like,
the
comment,
win
subscribe, turn
and
those post
picks up
notifications. I'll
a
see you guys
sweep.
then.
For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John.